though. HuK gonna have to pull everything back just to deal with these mutas. But anyway, these infestors, what they'll do is they'll use their fungal growth to make the Protoss army have to stay in one spot so he can actually drop the banelings on them without having to worry about anything, the Protoss army running away or anything like that. And we have +2 attack going up for HuK now, a couple more immortals coming out, seeing as how he hasn't seen any hydras yet, and he knows what his Zerg enemy is going to be doing. The Zerg is committed to these baneling drops, going to be able to hopefully handle this. I would like to think so. It's HuK taking up his 4th base, and Curios taking up his 5th base now. It's hard to tell who's really in the lead here. I mean, HuK is maxed right now, and as a Zerg, you do not want to face a maxed army unless you have some kind of really awesome strategy, as Corruptors are now coming out, and now Curios is maxed. I don't know if this is going to be enough Corruptors to handle this. I mean, it's only 4 Colossi, so we'll definitely see how it goes. As it looks like both players are just trying to position and posture their armies in the best way possible. And it looks like Curios is going to engage down here at the new expansion. HuK going to push out first, though. Going to try and cut off some reinforcements there. And here come the Overlords full of the banelings. HuK is well aware of this, I think. And he's actually going to pull back as fast as possible, hallucinate a couple of Colossus, tank the damage from those Corruptors and everything. A few banelings went down on the ground, but not too many. HuK able to run away from that in a great fashion. But he's going to need to take down these Overlords. Oh my gosh, no. Perfect micro from HuK, able to just keep tanking with those hallucinated Colossus. I've never seen hallucinated Colossus used that way, and I'm sorry if the audio is really loud. I'll try to change the voice a little bit in the editing, but holy cow, that was actually perfect engagement from HuK, able to keep pulling back from the Zerg units to stop those banelings from being effective. And now HuK is going to try and pick off these Overlords, fool the banelings. A couple roaches are going to come up and stop him from being able to do that perfectly, though. A fungal growth going down for an infestor. HuK going to blink it. He's actually going to push in with this force, and I don't know. It should be a pretty good idea there. I mean, he's fully on the run right now. HuK going to push in. And now Curios is going to re-engage. Here come the Overlords, full of the banelings, though, and a couple fungal growths went down. He's able to run away. Banelings going down on top of the Colossus. Not the best place to put them, but now they're going down in the Stalkers. But it looks like HuK was able to run everything back mostly to prevent maximum damage being done. And now Curios is supply blocked from losing all of those Overlords. And now there's just Stalkers and a Sentry left. The Sentry's going to get picked off. But HuK had a bit of an advantage here. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Possibly going through puberty here, but HuK is going to be pushed back, I think, from this attack here, and Curios still supply blocked in a very bad position. Just gonna have to push HuK back and just pump Overlords as fast as he can. But HuK getting more gateways down is going to be able to reinforce like crazy. A couple more Immortals coming out. He's actually double producing Immortals all at once here because he knows those Corruptors are up, and it's not good for him. And oh my goodness, that is so many Broodlords. Curios doing the right tech switch. He knows that HuK knows about the Corruptors, and he's not going to be able to use them as effectively because there won't be any more Colossus out. Going to just morph in 10 Broodlords. Whew. But Stalkers with Blink hopefully will be able to handle that, as we have a Dark Shrine coming up for HuK as well. So next time they engage, he's going to try and sneak in Dark Templar into any bases that don't have a Spore Crawler there. And it looks like most of them do, except for this top one here. This one has a Spore Crawler. This one has a Spore Crawler. Spore Crawler here? Nope, I don't see a Spore Crawler here. Nor is there one here. I mean, the only things HuK could be able to take out are tech in those bases, but Curios is going to be moving out with these Lings, Banelings, couple Roaches, and a whole bunch of Broodlords. But HuK knows about this army. He has an Observer on it, and HuK needs to engage this army in just the right way. HuK actually has Observer speed up. He's using all that money in such a way. Now, HuK going to have to push in, take out as many Grunnius as he can, but these Broodlings are going to be tanking a whole bunch of damage. HuK blinking up onto the high ground. Going to have to take out these Broodlords as fast as possible. Banelings coming in, not doing enough damage. HuK taking out most of the Broodlords, only 3 left. I don't know if he's going to have enough to take them out. These Stalkers taking way too much damage. And here we go, the Broodlords do get taken down. HuK going to be able to take out a few more Overlords, but it looks like Curios is not going to be supply blocked this time, reinforcing as quickly as possible. HuK doing the same. HuK actually going to push out, try and take out these Overlords and these Overseers to get a better advantage for his Dark Templar, but 4 more. Oh, these overlords are full of roaches. Going to be dropping the main base of HuK, and HuK should hopefully have a few more. Oh, he's going to see the Dark Templar ahead of time. Will HuK be able to warp in units? He's actually going to run some of his forces in here to try and stop this. Yep, here we go. High Templar going down for HuK. And this is with the Kadarin Amulet, going to storm like crazy, and this is going to be so good against these roaches, but I don't know if it's going to be. No, it definitely wasn't enough to stop these. I mean, these roaches pretty tanky with 145 health. And the Psy Storm only doing 80, but an Immortal pops out just in time. Burrowed roaches, though. Only some are going to be able to see by these cannons. HuK going to take out these overlords while he's waiting for those roaches to pop up. Roaches pop up, but they are doomed. And as soon as HuK gets an observer over here, they are definitely doomed. I mean, they are just, they're sitting there waiting to die. HuK getting his 5th base up. Curios stuck on 5 bases because it's really hard to take this gold natural from any player as a Zerg. As I hear Broodlords morphing. Yep, 10 more Broodlords morphing. Where is that observer, HuK? HuK, where's the observer? Get it out. There's the observer. And bam, all those roaches are just going to insta-die. HuK with a huge Immortal Stalker for us, which is going to be fairly decent against this this composition, but there's a lot of Zerglings here, and not that many roaches. So, a bunch of Broodlords popping. It's just scary no matter what. Whole bunch of cannons going down. Looks like we have Baneling drops going in for this mineral line, and oh my god, HuK, run the probes! Oh no! There go the Banelings. Not able to do that much damage, though. A couple Banelings drop out of that Overlord, and they're not going to be effective. HuK actually playing that perfectly, running all of his probes out of the way. Flashlight's going to take down that Overlord. HuK sees these Broodlords coming out. Curios is supply blocked again. Now, if HuK can play this perfectly like he did last time and just take out all these Broodlords on the high ground while his forces kind of tank the Broodlings and all the other units, this will be perfect. We have actually +3 ground armor going up for HuK. Same thing. It looks like both players are 3-3. These are pretty evenly matched fights right now, both in pretty even trades. Looks like Curios is going to bring up a whole bunch of Banelings up here. He's going to elevator his units up on top here. Now HuK has to engage everything up at the top. These cannons going to tank the Broodlings for a little bit. Immortal Zealot, Sentries coming up. Storms going down for HuK. Now this is perfect here. Getting all these Storms and going to try and soften up all the other units while he concentrates on the Broodlords. But HuK not able to target fire the Broodlords effectively yet. Going to blink in, do as much damage as possible to them, try and take them out, and it looks like he's going to be able to. Curios, again, at the huge disadvantage here, and this was just not a good enough trade for Curios this time around. HuK possibly going to be able to push out with this army and just kill Curios right here, as Curios still trying to get this gold up, but he is in a bad ways right now, as it's 175 food to 130 food. Just, I don't think there's any way that he's going to be able to come back from this. HuK mined out at his natural, at his main base. His 3rd is getting pretty low. His 4th looking pretty healthy, and his 5th looking pretty healthy. But, I mean, eventually, if this game goes on, he's going to have to take the gold, and that is exactly what he's doing. But Ultralisk coming out for Curios now, and if Curios still had Broodlords, it would be really hard for HuK to take that gold expansion as well, because the Broodlords would be able to shoot from right here without getting hit. But HuK going to take out this gold base. A whole bunch of Banelings coming in, but Banelings not that effective against Stalkers. Going to be able to take about half of them, but there are way too many Immortals here tanking the damage as well. Baneling damage being taken down to just 10 damage per hit because of those awesome hardened shields. This Hero Archon finally going down, taking out a Spine Crawler, but Storm's going down on the roaches. Immortals just killing these roaches. No mercy. 3-1 armor finally for the Zerg. HuK had him out upgraded, even getting level 2 shields, and that was just an excellent game there. Awesome macro game between Zerg and Protoss. They're definitely different from the GSL matches between Curios and HuK. Again, I'm sorry if I have the name wrong. If it wasn't Curios, I'm pretty sure it was one that Curios played against HuK, but even the Ultralisk that was coming out somewhere here, there was one Ultralisk coming out here somewhere. He wouldn't have even been able to help because HuK just out macroed his opponent, was taking the gold, had all the bases up at the top there. Curios couldn't stop him from expanding, and HuK able to just outproduce him and out micro him when it came down to it. Well, that was a good game here, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have more replays up for you guys soon. When I get back into this, I do miss it, and hopefully when I go back to watch this, the frame rate isn't completely terrible, and it's actually watchable. If not, I will post a message up on my YouTube just explaining what's going on there. For some reason, my frame rate just is not able to handle videos anymore. I need a new graphics card or something. So, again, thanks, guys, and I will see you guys next time.